Why lottery winners lose their fortune in 5 years. Every week, millions of people buy lottery tickets with the same fantasy. One day, I'll be free. Free from debt, free from stress, free from bosses, free from fear. The lottery represents instant salvation. No struggle, no patience, no slow growth. Just overnight transformation. And when someone finally wins, when the numbers line up, the world celebrates. Cameras flash, champagne pops, smiles stretch wide. It looks like heaven. But behind the scenes, a different story begins. A story most people never hear. Because statistically, within 5 years, most lottery winners are broke, depressed, divorced, addicted, isolated, or bankrupt. Some are even dead, not from bad luck, from success. So today, we're going to ask the real question. Why does winning everything so often destroy everything? Part 1. Money does not create character, it reveals it. Money does not change who you are. It amplifies who you already were. If you were impulsive before, you become reckless. If you were insecure before, you become paranoid. If you were generous before, you become exploited. If you were irresponsible before, you become catastrophic. Most lottery winners come from working class or struggling backgrounds, not because rich people don't play, but because desperation plays harder. Many winners never learned how to manage large sums, how to invest, how to protect wealth, how to say no, how to think long-term. So when millions arrive, they don't see capital, they see permission. Permission to buy anything, do anything, avoid consequences, escape reality, and that mindset is lethal. Part 2. Sudden wealth is psychological whiplash. Imagine waking up tomorrow with $50 million. Your brain is not built for that. Human psychology evolved for small tribes, limited resources, slow change, not instant empires. When money arrives too fast, it causes identity collapse. You no longer know who you are. Yesterday, you were Mike from accounting. Today, you are that millionaire. Everyone treats you differently. Friends become careful. Strangers become friendly. Relatives become needy. Nothing feels real anymore. You begin to wonder, do people love me or my money? This doubt eats the soul. Many winners fall into depression not because they lost meaning, but because meaning was stolen by excess. Part 3. The social tsunami. Everyone wants a piece. When someone wins the lottery, they don't just gain money, they gain a crowd. Suddenly, cousins you forgot exist call you, old classmates message you, business partners appear, investment opportunities multiply, strangers have emergencies. Everyone has a story. Everyone has a need. Everyone deserves just a little help. And most winners say yes because they feel guilty. They think, I didn't earn this, I got lucky. So they try to earn it socially, by giving, by rescuing, by paying, by pleasing. But money with no boundaries disappears fast. Part 4. Real case, Jack Whitaker. Jack Whitaker won $315 million in 2002. At the time, it was one of the largest jackpots ever. He was generous. He gave to churches, to strangers, to charities, to family. He also started gambling heavily, drinking heavily, partying heavily. Within years, his granddaughter died of overdose. His daughter died. He was robbed repeatedly. He was sued multiple times. His businesses collapsed. He once said, I wish I'd torn up the ticket. The money didn't save him. It destroyed his ecosystem. Part 5. Real case, Evelyn Adams. Evelyn Adams won the New Jersey lottery twice, once in 1985, again in 1986. Total $5.4 million.
She thought she was blessed. Within years, she gambled obsessively. She trusted scammers. She spent wildly. She ended up working in a convenience store, living in a trailer. She said, "It was like I lost control of myself." She didn't lose money. She lost stability. Part 6. No financial education is invisible fire. Most winners never had mentors in wealth. They don't know how inflation works, how taxes work, how lawyers work, how investments work, how trust funds work. So predators find them: financial advisors with hidden fees, friends with fake businesses, relatives with guaranteed schemes. Money leaks through thousands of small holes, until one day they check their account and it's gone. Part 7. Lifestyle inflation, the silent killer. The biggest mistake winners make is upgrading everything at once. New house, new cars, new clothes, new friends, new habits. They move into wealthy environments, but they don't have wealthy systems. They buy $5 million homes, but forget property tax, maintenance, staff, insurance. A rich lifestyle costs more than people imagine. Often, it costs more than the jackpot generates. So they begin spending the principal, eating the seed, not the fruit. And once the seed is gone, nothing grows again. Part 8. Addiction and escapism. Sudden money removes consequences. No job, no schedule, no structure, nothing to wake up for. So many winners drift into alcohol, drugs, gambling, shopping, sex, parties. Pleasure becomes routine. Routine becomes numbness. Numbness becomes addiction. Without discipline, freedom becomes chaos. Part 9. Power shifts destroy relationships. When someone becomes rich overnight, power changes. Old dynamics break. Friends feel inferior. Family feels entitled. Spouses feel insecure. Resentment grows. Jealousy grows. Suspicion grows. Many winners lose marriages, lose friendships, lose community. They become isolated in mansions, surrounded by people, yet alone. Part 10. Money does not solve existential pain. Many people believe, if I had money, I'd be happy. But money solves logistical problems, not spiritual ones. It removes rent stress, medical bills, debt fear, but it does not remove childhood trauma, insecurity, loneliness, fear of death, lack of purpose. When money removes survival pressure, inner wounds become louder. Many winners confront themselves for the first time and don't like what they see. Part 11. The lucky but unprepared paradox. Lottery winners suffer from what psychologists call unearned success syndrome. They didn't build it, so they don't respect it. Entrepreneurs who grow wealth slowly fail first, learn discipline, learn patience, learn risk management. Winners skip the training. They receive the trophy before the tournament, so they don't know how to defend it. Part 12. Spiritual view. Money as a test, not a reward. Across cultures, wealth is considered a trial, not a blessing. Why? Because it magnifies temptation. It magnifies ego. It magnifies distraction. It magnifies desire. If you are not grounded, money pulls you apart. It reveals who you trust, what you worship, what controls you, what you fear. Most winners fail the test, not because they're bad, because they were never trained. Part 13. Why some winners survive. A small minority thrive. What do they do differently? They stay anonymous, hire fiduciaries, not friends, create trust structures, keep routines, keep purpose, live below their means, delay spending, protect boundaries. They treat money like fire, useful, dangerous, always contained. Part 14. The deeper truth: we envy the wrong thing. We envy the jackpot, But we don't envy the paranoia, the lawsuits, the betrayals, the emptiness, the pressure, the loss of privacy. We want the highlight reel, not the reality. Most winners say, "I thought money would fix me." It didn't. It exposed me. Conclusion: why most winners lose everything. Lottery winners lose their fortunes because they win money before wisdom. They gain power before maturity. They get freedom before discipline. They receive abundance before identity. And that sequence is backward. In life, the correct order is character, skill, discipline, purpose, then wealth. The lottery reverses it. Wealth, confusion, temptation, collapse. And collapse follows. Final message: if you ever win big or suddenly